So in the previous lecture I have explained you about the center of mass of two particle system. So in two particle system, what will be the position vector of center of mass? It is given by m1 r1 plus m2 r2 upon m1 plus m2, where m1 and m2 is the mass of those particles. r1 is the position vector of first particle, r2 is the position vector of second particle. rcm, it is the position vector of center of mass. Then I have derived the Cartesian coordinates of the center of mass, मीन्स एक्स वाई के उसमें क्या एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट सेंटर ऑफ मास का क्या होगा और वाई कोऑर्डिनेट क्या होगा. सो दैट आई हैव टोल्ड दैट एक्स सी एम विल बी इक्वल टू m1 x1 प्लस m2 x2 डिवाइडेड बाई m1 प्लस m2 and YCM will be m1 y1 plus m2 y2 upon m1 plus m2. Here we have assumed that particle of mass m1 is situated at which point? It is situated at a point whose coordinate is x1 y1, and particle of mass m2 it is situated at the point x2 y2. It is clear? So what will be the coordinate of Cartesian coordinates of center of mass? That we can obtain by this way. It is clear? Then the same idea here, one thing, in two particle system center of mass will lie where? Suppose one particle is this, other particle is this. This is the line joining the particle. Then center of mass will be somewhere on the line joining particles. It will be somewhere on the line joining particles, means it will be here. It's clear? But it will be only for two particle system. It will be only for two particle system. Now the same idea has been extended if the system is comprising n particles. It's clear? You can see here, suppose this is a system in which there are n particles. It's clear? m1, m2, mn, like that. It's clear? So what will be the center of mass? It will be m1 into m1 into vector r1 plus m2 into vector r2 plus m3 into vector r3. It's clear? So and so on. So you can write it as sigma mi ri. Mi is the mass of ith particle. Yes, sit down. And ri is the position vector of the ith particle upon sigma mi. If you write the Cartesian coordinates, so in the same way, sigma mi ri means m1 r1 plus m2 r2 plus m3 r3 and so on. It is clear? Now if you write the Cartesian coordinates, it will be xcm equals to sigma mi xi upon sigma mi. Sigma mi means m1 plus m2 and so on mn. And ycm will be sigma mi yi upon sigma mi. So this is about the center of mass. Now today we will derive the formula of the velocity of center of mass. Velocity of center of mass. As we know that by describing center of mass, motion of the body can be studied in a simplified way. If we see the motion of the individual particle, it is complicated. But the center of mass, by observing the motion of center of mass, we can study the motion of that body in a very simple way. So here you can see what will be the velocity of center of mass. Velocity of center of mass. This we denote by VCM. So see here, velocity of center of mass, it is defined as rate of change of position vector, means d by dt of RCM. d by dt of RCM. This will be the velocity of center of mass. Now we will substitute the value of RCM. So first we will derive for two particle system, and then for the same thing can be extended for n particle system. So see here, it is VCM will be equal to d by dt, and in place of RCM what will you write? This thing you will write m1 r1 plus m2 r2 divided by m1 plus m2. So m1 r1 plus m2 r2 divided by m1 plus m2. Now m1 plus m2 you take out common, so it will be this. And here what will you do? Because which thing is going to change with time when body is in motion? It is the position vector of particles. It is the position vector of particle which will change with time when the body is in motion. See here, suppose this is the coordinate plane, body is here. So here its motion position vector of this particle is this. But when body moves from here to here, what will be the position vector? Position vector of the particle will become this. So this is it is the position vector which is going to change. So see here, we have taken this inside, m1 plus m2 taken outside. So this you can write as m1 into dr1 upon dt plus m2 into dr2 upon dt. Now what is dr1 upon dt? It is the rate of change of position vector of particle 1, means it is the velocity of particle 1. This is velocity of particle 1. This is the velocity of particle 2, means it will be like this, 1 upon m1 plus m2. Within bracket you can write m1 v1 plus m2 v2. This. So what will be VCM? VCM will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 upon m1 plus m2. This. Now see here, this is the formula for the velocity of center of mass for a discrete, for a two particle system. Now if you if you propagate it for n particle system, means there is a body which is consisting n particles. It is clear? Means there is a discrete distribution of mass. For example, in this duster, there is no discrete distribution of mass because here atoms are very close to each other. It is clear? So their positions are not discrete. It is clear? Though there is a very small interatomic space, but if we ignore that interatomic space, then here there is a continuous distribution of mass. There is a continuous distribution of mass. Discrete distribution of mass, for example, here one particle is kept here, other is kept here, third is here, and fourth is here. So this is a discrete distribution. It's clear? पार्टिकल्स अलग अलग रखे हुए हैं, उनके बीच में एक फाइनाइट डिस्टेंस है, पर यहाँ पर ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इट्स क्लियर? दो देयर इज ए वेरी स्मॉल इंटर एटॉमिक स्पेस, but that will be ignored. It's clear. So see here, this is the, if you write the center of mass of n particle system, it will be what? m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus and so on mn vn divided by m1 plus m2 plus and so on plus mn. It's clear. So that you can write as sigma mi vi upon sigma mi. This. It's clear. Now today we will do some numericals over this. Before explaining the other parts, we will do the numericals. Already I have explained that the relative position of center of mass with respect to the particles constituting the system don't affect on changing the origin. On changing the origin, its relative position will not be affected with respect to the particles which are constituting the system. It is clear. That will remain unaffected. Only the values of coordinates will be changed. So you can see one question in your book. Question number 1. 3-point masses of 1 gram, 2 gram and 3 gram lie in the xy plane at the respective points 1, 2. Then this is lying 0, -1 and this is lying 2, -3. Find the coordinate of center of mass. So this is coordinate means you have to find x and y. It's clear? X and y. So what will be xcm, that you know? Xcm will be sigma mi xi upon sigma mi. If you calculate here sigma mi xi, 1 into 1 plus 2 into 0 plus 3 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2 plus 3. So this will be 1 into 1 plus 2 into 0 plus 3 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2 plus 3. So this is equals to 177 upon 6. It's clear? Then YCM in the same way. Sigma mi yi upon sigma mi. Similarly, you can calculate 1 into 2 plus 2 into -1 and plus 3 into -3 divided by 1 plus 2 plus 3. So it will be -9 upon 6. That is -3 upon 2. So what is coordinate of center of mass? Of CM. It will be 7 upon 6 comma -3 upon 2. This is the coordinate of center of mass. And now you see the question number 2. Now see here in question number 2 it is given that these particles are situated on the vertices of a equilateral triangle of side 1 meter. Find the coordinate of the center of mass. Center of mass. Find the center of mass of the system. So see here their coordinates at which points these particles are kept, it is not given. Simply it is given that these are kept at the vertices of a equilateral triangle of side 1 meter. So what will you do? And if some unit is given, then that also we will write. Suppose here if centimeter is given, then with both the coordinate we will write centimeter. It is clear? So see here we have to choose the origin as well as coordinate axis. हमको खुद origin ही भी select करना है और coordinate axis भी select करना है. So see here, this is the xy coordinate plane. This is x, o, y. One vertex we have assumed on O. One side we have assumed along the x-axis. Along the x-axis. And the other vertex will be somewhere here, that you know. It is clear that you can name as B. Here this particle we have assumed, here the particle which is situated at origin we have assumed 2 gram. One which is situated here we can assume 3 gram and here 4 gram. If we change the position, you take 2 gram here, 4 gram here and 3 gram here, what will happen? Only relative position will remain same. मतलब अगर क्या है, इस तरीके से हम पोजीशंस यहाँ पर माने और सेंटर ऑफ मास निकालने पर उसकी डिस्टेंस 2 ग्राम से 10 सेंटीमीटर आती है, तो इन पार्टिकल की पोजीशन चेंज करने के बाद भी 2 को यहाँ कर दिया, 3 को यहाँ एंड 4 को यहाँ, सेंटर ऑफ मास की डिस्टेंस बाद में भी 2 ग्राम से कितनी आएगी? 10 सेंटीमीटर ही आएगी. ओनली कोऑर्डिनेट विल बी चेंज्ड. इट इज क्लियर? सो here we have taken this. Now this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter and this is also 1 meter. What will be the coordinate of O? O is origin, so what will be its coordinate? 0, 0. What will be the coordinate of A? A is on x-axis. X-axis पर y coordinate 0. तो A के कोऑर्डिनेट कितने हुए? ये डिस्टेंस कितनी है? 1 मीटर. सो 1, 0. नाउ दिस यू कैन फाइंड इफ यू ड्रा द परपेंडिकुलर. सो यू नो परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉन फ्रॉम वर्टेक्स ऑन द साइड बाइसेक्ट्स द साइड. मीन्स व्हाट विल बी OM. O से M तक की डिस्टेंस कितनी हो जाएगी? 1/2 मीटर. 1/2 meter. So from Pythagoras theorem you can find out BM. BM will be equal to what? OB square minus OM square. OB square is what? 1 square minus 1/2 का whole square. So when you will simplify, it will come 3/4, that is √3/2. √3/2. This length will come out √3/2 meter. So what will be the coordinate of point B? Coordinate of point B. It will come out 1/2 √3/2. 1/2 √3/2. Now by choosing the origin and x-axis and coordinate axis, you have determined the coordinates of various points where these masses are located. It is clear? Now if you change the position, 2 ग्राम को यहाँ ले लें, 4 ग्राम here, 3 ग्राम here, आंसर की वैल्यूज में डिफरेंस आ जाएगा, पर रिलेटिव पोजीशन वही रहेगी. सो सी हियर व्हाट विल बी द कोऑर्डिनेट XCM. XCM ऑलरेडी आई हैव टोल्ड इट इज सिग्मा m1 x1. सो व्हाट इज m1 x1? 2 into 0 प्लस 3 इंटू 1/2 प्लस 4 इंटू 1। इसमें कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि तुम्हारा आंसर जो बुक में दिया है आंसर उससे मैच करे, क्योंकि हमको तो पता नहीं कि उन्होंने कैसे लिया है। आया समझ? 2 प्लस 3 प्लस 4, so it will be 0 1.5, that is 5.5 upon 2 plus 3 5 plus 4 9, 55 upon 90, 11 upon 18 this meter. Then you find out YCM. You find out YCM. So what will be YCM? It will be 2 into 0 plus 3 into root 3 by 2 plus 4 into 0 divided by 2 plus 3 plus 4. So it will be equal to 3 root 3 upon 2 and 5 4 9. So 3 3 ja. So it is root 3 upon 6. So you can write coordinate of center of mass. It will be 11 upon 18 comma root 3 upon 6. It's clear this. Now you can see here 3 identical spheres A, B and C, each of radius capital R, are placed touching one another on a horizontal table. Where is the center of mass located of the system relative to A? Relative to A हमको find out करना है. Now see here all the 3 spheres are identical. And where will be the center of mass of each sphere? It will be its geometrical center. So you write down center of mass of each sphere will be its geometrical center. So if you make the diagram, it will be like this. One sphere is this, another sphere is this, and third sphere will be here. This will be the third sphere. Here it is the center of one, center of other, and this is the center of third. What will be distance between any two centers? It will be 2 into R. Here also 2 into R. Here also it is 2 into R. This you can name sphere A, this is B, and this is C. It's clear? Now see here, what will you do? At point A, how much mass is located? M. At point C, how much mass is located? M. And at point B, M. It is clear? Now you take A as origin and AC as x-axis. Take A as origin and AC as x-axis. It is clear. So y axis will be along this. So what will be the coordinate of A? Coordinate of A will be 0, 0. Coordinate of C 2r, 0. And same as in the previous question, you can find out the coordinate of B. When you will draw the perpendicular, because it will become a equilateral triangle. When you will draw the perpendicular, this will become r. इतनी distance क्या हो जाएगी? r. So what will be this distance? This will be equal to 2r का whole square minus r का square. So it will be r root 3. R root 3 means coordinate of B will be r, r root 3. It is clear? So after determining this, you can determine the coordinate of center of mass. So